Once upon a time, there was a girl named Zizabelle. And Zizabelle decided one day to go swimming. And she dove into a pool and suddenly she felt different. She looked around and she noticed that her legs were now a tail. Zizabelle had become a mermaid. And she was swimming like a mermaid. Zizabelle couldn't believe it. And her friend Blive Blonson, came running over and said, Blizabelle, what is going on? I can't believe it. And Zizabelle said, I don't know. It just sort of happened, but I'm really happy about it. And then Blive Blonson jumped into the pool, made a big splash, and Blive also turned into a merman. And Blive was swimming and swimming and swimming, and he couldn't believe it. He was so excited. Blive was swimming like a mermaid, Blive and Zizabelle. And then their friend Crominik came over, and Crominik was like, whoa, this is so weird. I don't know what to say. And Crominik took a running jump and did a cannonball right into the water. His cannonball was so big that all the water splashed out. And Crominik said, uh-oh, sorry guys. But Blive and Zizabelle were flapping around. They needed water. They couldn't survive without water. And Crominik said, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And Crominik called his friend Kabumi. And he said, Kabumi, we need water. And Kabumi came running out and said, oh, let me turn on the hose. And Kabumi turned on the hose. And Kabumi put the hose into the pool. And water started coming. And Zizabelle and Blive were like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they're feeling much better. And then Frabriel and Meliot came over. And they were looking around. And they said, oh my gosh, guys, this is so weird. You guys have become mermaids, and we turned around, have wings. And Frabriel and Meliot started flying over the pool to the wings that were on their back. And Zizabelle and Blive were swimming in the water. And then two more friends named Steele and Poliver came over, and Steele and Poliver riding their bikes, and suddenly they had power to ride their bikes so fast that their bikes started flying up in the air, and Steele and Poliver were flying along with Frabriel and Meliot, who had wings, and they're all in the air as Zizabelle and Blive were flapping around, and Crominik was looking at everybody, and he couldn't believe it. And then Crominik wanted to call some more friends to come and see all this because he couldn't believe what was going on. So Crominik called Chetty and Stully and Prargo, and they all came over quickly. And they looked in the pool, and Chetty and Stully and Prargo could not believe what they were seeing. And they were like, oh no, we want to be magic too. What can we do to be magic? And Crominik said, I don't know. What if I say abracadabra? And he did. And Chetty and Stully and Prargo grew really, really, really tall. And they were looking down at the pool, and they were looking up, and they could reach Frabriel and Meliot flying around, and they grabbed onto them. And so much was going on. And then more friends came. Kella, Mivian, Hever, Creco, and Fleonidas. They all came over. And they said, this is a wild party. I can't believe it. And Kella and Mivian and Hever and Creco and Fleonidas were running around so fast that they started digging holes in the ground, and The ground crumbled beneath them, and they were inside a hole in the ground, and they said, "Whoa, this is the weirdest day ever." And they climbed up out of the hole. And Crominik said, "Guys, I think it's time everybody go back to normal. I don't know. I'm going to try it again. Abracadabra, blah, 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 falumi, galumi." And everybody went back to normal. Zizabelle and Blive no longer had fins. Kumi and Frabriel no longer had wings. Everybody else was on the ground. Nobody was giant anymore. And they decided just to have a party and enjoy being friends. The